Summit locals finished top 10 at day 2 of Skimo Worlds in the Swiss Alps. Phil Lindemann, Krystal, 93 News. First, Colorado employers are getting soft on pot. The Denver Post reports on a new statewide survey showing fewer than half of companies with a well-defined drug policy will fire an employee on a first violation related to marijuana. That rate is lower than in 2014 when pot went legal. 5% of companies have cut pre-employment screening since then, while 2% have cut drug tests altogether. Meanwhile, some government employers, like recreation centers, have tightened drug policies. A mother and son in Aspen are charged with giving cocaine and alcohol to minors, facing numerous felonies. The Aspen Times reports 19-year-old Joseph Lipsey and 44-year-old Shira Lipsey were arrested this week after turning themselves in. Authorities claim they gave drugs and booze to high school students at house parties recorded on social media. If convicted, the Lipseys face 8 to 32 years in prison. Both were released on $100,000 cash bond. Joseph Lipsey is also charged with attempted vehicular assault for a car crash late last year involving more high school students. A 31-year-old Vail native died in a single-vehicle crash outside of Edwards this past Wednesday. The Vail Daily reports Lauren Mutter was driving east on Highway 6 when her vehicle hit ice, slid, and rolled over a snowbank. She died of injuries at the hospital. Friends remember her as a fun-loving mentor at Vail Christian High School, where she was also a teacher and volleyball coach. Americans added $67 billion in credit card debt last year, a record, leading to accumulated debt of $1 trillion across the nation. A study from Wallet Hub shows the average American household owes $9,300 in credit card payments alone. Towns in California, Texas, and Illinois are the worst at paying and accumulating debt, while Tempe, Arizona, and Santa Fe, New Mexico have the best debt habits. Still, 9 in 10 Americans say they're more responsible with money than the federal government. National debt hit $22 trillion earlier this year. Avalanche danger remains considerable today in Summit and Eagle counties. Your problem is persistent slab on all elevations at all aspects. A special avalanche watch is in effect for our zone and most zones across the state. CAIC continues cataloging last week's massive slides, including a landscape-changing avalanche on Highlands Ridge near Aspen that broke a mile wide and ran more than 3,000 vertical feet. That slide threatened a home and demolished the trailhead for Conundrum Hot Springs. Forecasters say this is the largest slide so far this season and one of the largest there in recent history. In sports, the Avalanche lost to the Hurricanes last night 3-0. Tonight, the Nuggets play the Timberwolves. Game time is 8:30. In World Cup ski racing news, Steven Nyman was top American at second day of downhill training in Andorra today, finishing 10th. No American women made the start. Racing opens tomorrow with men's and women's downhill. And in local sports, brought to you by American Family Insurance, the Weiss Agency, Summit High girls soccer season opens today against Glenwood Springs and Glenwood. World Ski Mountaineering Championships continued today in Switzerland with individual events. On the short course, Grace Staberg and Elsa Bates finished top 10 for cadet women. On the medium course, Sierra Anderson was top local in 18th position. Racing continues tomorrow with vertical races. Phil Lindemann, Krystal, 93 News.